Obviously this is an extreme case. This roof has been neglected for a long time, but even on your home, general maintenance can go a long way on a roof. This home, as you can see, it kind of sits under this tree cover right here. That's gonna do a few things. One, it's gonna drop a lot of leaves on the roof, but it's also gonna keep the sun off of areas of your roof. It's gonna keep moisture present. And when you get a situation like this, you actually can see this is green moss actually growing onto the roof. It's leached onto the granules and begin to grow. And all roofs around, depending on their technology, the 7 to 10 year to 12-year mark will begin to get what's called blue-green algae. That's the unsightly black streaks you see on your roof. Shameless plug, that's why we actually install Atlas, Pinnacle, pristine shingles with the 3M Scotch Guard. It prevents that from ever happening because the copper ion technology in the granules leaches out and kills the algae. But back to here. What you have here, this is actually different. This is green algae, this is moss. So the only way to prevent this is to keep your roof clear. Probably 2 to 3 times a year. You know, I wouldn't advise as a homeowner climbing around a roof. Sometimes if your pitch is not that steep, maybe you could do it, but you know, hire your lawn guy, hire a handyman, hire a roofer, someone qualified to get up here, take a leaf blower, blow off these valleys, because this is where the water from this slope and this slope are supposed to drain down and be brought to the edge of the roof. So obviously when there's obstructions, big leaf piles, they get wet, dirt and grime build up. It literally becomes like a dam, which keeps water sitting almost, you know, roofs are not meant to be swimming pools. They're meant to have water hit and shed off. And so when you get areas like this, you have water actually sitting there, it can't go anywhere and it begins to back up. That's what leads to a lot of the roof rot we saw at the edge of the roof there. We'll get a shot over here later. There's just a hole completely around this pipe boot where it was leaking. And then ultimately the moss, once it gets on here, you can get it off your shingles, but when it gets to this level, it actually can damage the shingles and remove the granules with it when you go to remove it. So getting the roof cleaned periodically, getting leaves and debris off the roof will ensure it can function the way it was made to. And last thing, we mentioned the leaves, we mentioned some other things. Notice how close these trees are. During a storm, these can actually, the wind can bring these down and they can actually hit your roof and cause scarring, marring, tears, open your roof up to leaks. Good to keep trees around the perimeter of your home and hanging over your home, trimmed back from your home. That'll just help with maintenance overall for sure. If you're in the Mobile, Alabama area, in the Gulf Coast here, and you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call. We'll be glad to get you a free consultation.